Mesachas Yevamos daf Kuf Beis. The Gemara declares a Shiloh. If the Yavam has two minalim, one on top of another, what's the halacha? Is it kosher for chalitzah? And the Gemara says, if she took off the top shoe and not the bottom shoe, it's mi'al v'lo mi'al d'mal. Ein Shulchan Aruch that says that the shoe of the Yavam should be directly on the top of his foot and shouldn't be on top of socks, because it has to be mi'al and not mi'al d'mal. The Beis Shmuel says that the Mechaber says that there's a problem. If the shoe's on top of the shukayim, that's specifically when she takes the shoe off of his foot, and his foot there is socks underneath the shoes. Therefore, it's not mi'al raglov. However, if she would take off the shoe and the socks together, it will be shaper a kiyum of chalitzah. The Beis Halevi asks on the Beis Shmuel, he says, how could it be that if you take off the sock and the shoes together, he says that's mavur. And we show him that if you take off two shoes, if he's wearing two shoes, and you take both of them off him, mitzvah chalitzah, that's the pshat is because the kiyum of chalitzah with the tachtin, with the inner shoe, which is shalor, and you're not yotzeh with the outer shoe at all. However, if there's only one shoe and underneath the shoe there's socks, so therefore the shoe is not considered on his feet, and with taking off the socks he definitely can't mekayim the mitzvah of chalitzah because it's not made out of ore, so therefore you cannot be yotzeh the mitzvah of chalitzah when you take both of them off. And the Beis Shmuel says it's mefurish in the mitzvah. Over here now, Sukkah the mitzvah says that if the Yavam is wearing two shoes and she takes both of them off, either vasachas or b'zachazeh, it's a kiyum of chalitzah because they're both shalor. So you see clearly only because they're both shalor can be yitztei chevosai. And the Argodol that argues in the Beis Halevi, and he says that you make kind of mitzvah when you take both of them off, it's not the pshat yitztei with the tachtoin. The chalitzah, both of them, is all included in the kiyum of chalitzah. And therefore, even the sock underneath the shoe is a chelik of the chalitzah. And since the outer shoe is made out of ore, it's shapi yitztei chevosai. Not that the Ritva said you need dafka, the inner one made out of ore as well is dafka to be yitztei even b'zachas. However, vasachas, you're taking both of them off. Vasachas, even when inside is not out of ore, you yitztei chevosai shaper. Moving further on, the Gemara brings the halacha that in order for a kiyum of chalitzah, the Yavam and the Yevama have to be mechavim v'chalitzah. The Chacham Tzvi has a tremendous chakir in the gather of the Kavanah of chalitzah. Is it the Kavanah l'shem mitzvah, or is it Kavanah's kinyan, Kavanah for the heter l'shuk, is the Kavanah, but not l'shem mitzvah. And the Chacham Tzvi says, and Afkamina is, if it's l'shem mitzvah, you need Kavanah specifically at the time of the Ma'aseh chalitzah. However, if it's Kavanah's kinyan, as long as he knows about the heter beforehand, then you're not choishish at the time that he's chalitz for dvarim shebelev. Ein man cheschinach that has a third side that he says you need two Kavanahs. There's a Kavanah mitzad the heter and the mitzvah, and he says that only the Yavam has to have Kavanah mitzad the mitzvah because only the Yavam is doing the mitzvah, not the Isha. However, the other achronim that say that the entire Kavanah is mitzad the mitzvah, sakoch, it's mavur, that even the Isha has a mitzvah on chalitzah. Rabbi Chanan and Ksubis asked a tremendous kasha on this tzad Chacham Tzvi that the Kavanah is a Kavanah l'shem mitzvah. He asked that the mitzvah of chalitzah is not the pshat that the mitzvah generates the chalis kinyan adarabah, because there is a heter l'shuk, therefore memeli yotzeh the mitzvah. He says therefore it doesn't pass to say that you need kavanah. Without kavanah you're not yotzeh the mitzvah. If there's a heter l'shuk, so automatically there's a mitzvah. The same way it's mavur in Ramban in Chulin that kavanah l'tefillah is not totally in the machloikis of mitzvahs tzrichas kavanah, mitzvahs ain't tzrichas kavanah, because the fact that there's a heta through the tefillah will automatically yotzi the mitzvah. However, Ein Ramban and Rajba, the Halon Daf Kuf Gimel, that's Mavur, in the Sug of Mitzvahs, Lav we will mention B'Siyatah Shmaya, the Shir and Daf Kuf Gimel, it's Mavur, that they hold that the mitzvah of Yibum is not mikoyach the kinyan, rather you need the mitzvah to yimashva the chalitz heter l'shuk. Ein Aruch HaShulchan that proves from Mashmoyes Rashi is that the Kavanah is a Kavanah l'shem mitzvah, not Kavanah's kinyan. The Beis Meir brings a right from Lashon the Rambam that you have to have Kavanah l'shmon, it's mashma, it's a Kavanah's mitzvah, and not a Kavanah's kinyan. And the Aruch HaShulchan is a tremendous kasha. He says, how could it be that the Kavanah, our sugi, is a Kavanah's mitzvah? There's a machloikes, if mitzvah's tzrichas Kavanah and mitzvah's ain't tzrichas Kavanah. So Bishlam Akun Tamandama, mitzvah's tzrichas Kavanah, you could say that the Kavanah l'shem mitzvah is ma'akiv chalitzah. However, if your mitzvahs ain't tzrichas Kavanah and other mitzvahs do not need Kavanah, so what's the understanding that specifically chalitzah you need Kavanah and the Kavanah is ma'akiv? So our Chashulchan says the answer is that's choluk the mitzvahs chalitzah and other mitzvahs like achilas matzah and the like. According to my mitzvahs ain't tzrichas Kavanah. Even if you're not mechavan l'shem mitzvah, it's nicker that it's a seal l'shem mitzvah, because otherwise, why are you eating specifically matzah? Why are you eating dafka and a sukkah? However, chalitzahs, hamanal, and rikika, since anyway people take off shoes and spit, so therefore without kavanah b'yuchedes, everyone agrees mitzvahs tzrichas Kavanah, and he proves from the fact that he specifically by chalitzah, you need a kriya. Why do you need kriya? Why is it different than other mitzvahs? They don't have to lay in a parashos. You see that specifically chalitzah, you have to shtel avek and you have to make it clear that you're making the chalitzah l'shem mitzvah. Yesh lahoisef on the order of the Chashulchan, the be'emes. It's totally in a tremendous chakir together. Mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah, which mentioned the shir and erevin of tzadihei and other shurim. If according to Manam mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah without Kavanah, it's not a mitzvah b'chal, or it is a ma'aseh mitzvah and just missing a key mitzvah. So if you learn that without Kavanah, it's not a ma'aseh mitzvah b'chal, so we can understand that according to Manam mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah, you need Kavanah l'shem mitzvah. Without Kavanah, you're not yotze the mitzvah of chalitza. However you hold that it's a ma'aseh mitzvah, just missing a key mitzvah, so it's tzorchi, and as long as you're doing a ma'aseh mitzvah of chalitza, that the church should be enough to yimat the ish to the shuk. And how could it be ma'akiv Kavanah, even the madama mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah? Unless you say, like I mentioned before, it's in Wunder Ramban, that you need a mitzvah to yimashvi the chalis heter, and not only need a ma'aseh mitzvah, you also need a key mitzvah with tzorchi and oid bezeh. Yesh lahoyer oid on the Aruch HaShulchan's teretz. Because ein Chayodam that's brought in the Mishnah Brusim in Samach that says according to Manam mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah, specifically when it's not clear in your asiyah that the asiyah is l'shem mitzvah, so therefore you need Kavanah. However, if it's clear that the asiyah is l'shem mitzvah, like you're making kiddush Friday night or the like, that it's clear that you're doing l'shem mitzvah, even Manam mitzvah tzrichas Kavanah does not need Kavanah. And so how is the shtim with Aruch HaShulchan? Aruch HaShulchan's mevur that the man holds mitzvahs ain't tzrichas Kavanah needs Kavanah is because it's not clear that the asiyah is l'shem mitzvah. The Chacham Tzvi names on that the Kavanah in mitzvahs chalitzah is for a kinyan, and with that he answers Tesis Kasha and Avkuv Daldim and pays the ass. How could a ketana do a chalitzah? She's a lav bnei deyanin. So how could she do a ma'aseh chalitzah? The Chacham Tzvi says, according to his yisoid, since the Kavanah in chalitza is not for the mitzvah, rather it's for the kinyans. He says, therefore, you don't need kavanah of the isha, because since the yovam has a mind to be mater l'shok, it's mahani midin dasacheres makna. Ein the ktseisachoshen, the ass. If you learn like this mahalach, that's kavanah's kinyan and will help dasacheres makna. So it's fair. Why does the Gemara say that you need kavanah of the ish and the isha l'choyo? It should help kavanah of the ish b'lechudei. Eine Bechonen Ksubis, that is similar, he asks, that if it helps Dasacheres Makna, the Pshat is, it's enough the Kavanah of the Makna. You don't need Kavanah's Koina, so why do you need Kavanah Shneim? You can answer this Kasha, it's totally And what the Havana of das acheres makna is, if the pshat is mahani das of the makna, then it's shver. But if you learn, the Reb Chaim proves in Ksubas Daf Yud Aleph, which mentioned the Shir and Shabbos Daf Kuf Mem Dalid, that the Geder in das acheres makna is that the makna could be mezake das and still zu das for the koine. So therefore, through das acheres makna, it's as if you have Kavanah's koine as well. Be'emes yesh lahoyer oid on the Chacham Tzvi, that according to what's mavur in Reb Chaim in Sefer, that they need Kavanah for chalitzah is choluk, then Kavanah of Gittin and Kedushin and kinyan, that's they need Kavanah for the chalis kinyan. Rather by chalitzah, the hetes comes min shemayim and mele. You only need Kavanah for the ma'aseh chalitzah. Since you only need Kavanah for the ma'aseh chalitzah, and the chalitza is chal memela, so the choy doesn't pass das acheres makna. It's not the pshat that the chalitza is giving something to the isha. So how does it pass das acheres makna b'chlal? Ein Beis Meir that brings a raya that our korcha Kavanah's chalitza is for a mitzvah and it's not for kinyan, because if Kavanah will be for kinyan, then why is it chalitza mutas ksheir of chalitza that's mistaken? How could it be kosher? Why is it different than any other kinyan that's done by mistake? That's not chal, it's missing in das kinyan. According to Reb Chaim, you could say that even if it's das kinyan, it's choluk from das and other kinyanim, that you need Kavanah for the ikar chalois, and the chalois is chal mikoyach, the makna and the koinen b'chai if it's betois is not chal. However, by chalitzah, the Kavanah's kinyan is only for the ma'aseh chalitzah, so therefore, even though it's betois, it's nevertheless, you have das for the ma'aseh chalitzah, and it's mahani shaper.